Les, thanks for being here.
Always good to be with you, girl.
Always fun.
Super fun.
We're usually on the road.
I was going to say we've been out changing the world, trying to help people in their married life with their money, right?
I know, it's been good. It's been good. Okay, question for you. This episode is all about insecurities and how our insecurities can sometimes
I'm probably not qualified to talk about this. I just feel very insecure about this question. So,
speak out of your own experience.
yes, I can, actually. We all have insecurities,
yes,
right?
I know, totally.
Nobody's immune.
No.
I mean, that's just a part of life. But how does that impact?
Marriage, because you're the marriage expert. So, when you're counseling couples or teaching or studying on the subject, how do you see that affect your marriage?
Well, you've heard me say this so many times, but it's worth repeating in my mind because your marriage, really any relationship, but your marriage can only be as healthy as you are.
Yeah.
If you want to eradicate insecurity, you've got to get a lock on what I call your profound significance. And it's, if we don't get a lock on that, we are continually trying to find our significance in places that won't ever give it to us. So insecurity, that's why I love the show that you're doing. It's so vital to so many things in our lives.
Totally, yeah.
But certainly when it comes to marriage, you just can't have a healthy relationship until you get a handle on that. And like I said, for me, it comes down to understanding that God loves you like nobody else can ever love you.
Yep. Yes. Which is so crucial because I'm like, you have two imperfect people coming into a relationship, right? And so having that foundation of that healthiness is so huge. So I'm just curious, off the top of your head, what are the top insecurities you see with women and also then with men? Are they different?
Yeah,
But as a psychologist,
yes,
a doctor, if you will.
As you called me once, a real doctor.
I know. One time I was like, "Let's not like you're a doctor or something." And I was like, "Oh no, you are. You're a doctor, spirit."
Just went to graduate school for 8 years. That's all.
No big deal.
But for women, this is no surprise, but it's body image, right? The biggest insecurities, and there's been dramatic studies on that, even with supermodels. It just seems like a thing.
Totally.
And guys often feel, they can suffer from body image stuff too, but not to the same degree. But it's usually, what's my worth? What am I providing?
Yes.
Those are the big insecurities.
Yep.
The big
So
gender
good.
difference.
Totally. So we talk a lot about comparison on this show, and comparison fuels insecurity because you have this measuring stick that you feel like you're not measuring up to what you're seeing on social media.
Right.
But do you see comparisons affecting marriages?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
And the more insecure you are, the more comparisons there are.
Yeah.
And you think about it. Think about the healthiest people you know that don't suffer from too much insecurity. They're not looking around and, oh man, I wish we were more like this or more like those people, or we had that, or we got that vacation or whatever. And that's why I love, this book. It just happens to be here on your own set.
Oh, what's that, Wes?
No, we didn't plan this, but this is so true. Love your life, not theirs.
Yeah.
That's all about, if you think about it, it's about stepping outside of that insecure lifestyle so that you can be comfortable and content in who you are and in our relationship. That's the happiest people on this planet are content because they don't think, man, I wish I could be more like them or have more of that or have that house or have that boat or whatever.
Yep.
And so the comparison thing, you're just asking for trouble. You're playing with fire when it comes to comparisons.
Totally. And a lot of comparison happens on social media. So what would you say to one couple that maybe they're fighting about social media and one spouse spends so much time on social media and the other doesn't?
So I just read this study that shows that couples that are the happiest have incredibly thick boundaries around social media.
Interesting.
Yes, and so
Winston Cruz will be very happy you're talking about this right now.
So, and it's not just putting boundaries around, we need rules, and I don't mean kind of boundaries like that. It's you find your groove with it in a way that honors your spouse, so they don't feel like I'm playing second fiddle in this relationship because he's really married to that phone and all that social media.
Okay, so you talk a lot about fighting well, like having a good fight. And so I love that because some couples believe, we never fight, so we have a great marriage.
Yeah, right.
Where that's kind of the opposite. That means you're probably not really digging in. So talk about conflict. I just want to know conflict in general, your thoughts on it.
Yeah, so conflict is so important because, as you've heard me say it so many times, it's the price we pay for a better connection. It's the admission to a good relationship.
So good. Conflict is the price you pay for intimacy.
Exactly.
Is like what I've heard you say. I'm like, it's so good. That's such a good quote.
It's true because the goal is not to avoid conflict. If you do that, you're going to walk around on eggshells and nobody's going to be genuine with each other.
Yep.
The goal is to be able to express whatever it is that you're not, in agreement with or what have you, and still honor your spouse and be understood and understanding. And those kinds of fights are good.
Yeah, so good. Oh, yeah. So interesting. So we'll end by this. I'm just curious, as we were doing these questions for you, I was like, I just want to know, since we're on my curiosity, what are like the top 3 things that create a healthy marriage?
All right. Well, one is awareness.
Okay.
I think there's this idea that you can just kind of go float through life and you're just in love and that's all you need. No. You've got to be aware of the emotional landscape around you, which involves you and this other person. And that awareness, and by the way, we have an assessment. It's called Better Love.
Yes.
It is all about creating awareness for
couples.
So
good. Winston and I took it. It's awesome.
BetterLove.com. You go online, you answer a few questions, generates this little 10-page report that is really a customized roadmap for your relationship. And so anyway, I think awareness has got to be near the top of the list for me.
Good.
A second is empathy.
It's good.
Seeing the world from somebody else's perspective and vice versa. And when you have 2 people that are both working on that, life doesn't get much sweeter.
Yeah, it's good.
So awareness and then empathy and then old faithful communication. How in the world do you have a good relationship without having great conversations?
So good.
That's the challenge.
Les, thanks for coming on.
Good to be with you.
Always a pleasure.
As always.
So fun. Okay, We've been talking about our event, Money and Marriage, you guys. It's a blast.
I know. And I'm excited because Valentine's, we're going to do this again right here in Nashville. Yes. Money and Marriage. Talk about an ideal Valentine date for couples.
That's right.
It's going to be a blast.
I know, you guys. So we'll put a link in the show notes. Click on it because it's like Valentine's weekend. And there's going to be a whole weekend experience here in Nashville, like a whole thing. So make sure to check it out. He talks marriage. I talk money. It's a fun event. It's great. It's great. Les, thanks again.
All right. Thank you.
So fun.